Full disclosure, the voice you are listening to now is artificially generated, brought to you by satisphonic.com. See the link in the description for more details. What are you slowly losing interest in as you grow older? The idea that I should be doing this and that because my peers are. Comparison is the thief of joy. General celebrity culture. I just can't bring myself to care what they ate to a report anymore. Couldn't agree more. I think it changed for me when I was old enough to realize that being a celebrity would be the worst existence imaginable. I can't figure out for the life of me why as a society we worship people who pretend to be other people for a living. It makes zero sense. Sleeping in uncomfortable places. You want to go stay at this hotel and I'll take the futon. Nope to neck and back pain. Yup, I want my grown-up luxuries now. Nice sheets and a good bed and no sketchy-ass hotels either. The older I get, 60-ish, the more I value my own personal comfort and convenience. I definitely value my time. Yeah, I don't like sleeping anywhere that's not my own bed, honestly. Even hotels I don't like as much. I like being in my bed, in my home, with my own stuff and my cat. I used to love to travel. From 1835, I was constantly using my time off to travel. Something completely switched at 35. I want to be in my own bed with my very specific sheets, my carefully selected pillows, my dog, my fan, the temperature cool, the way I like it. I guess my dreams of visiting the Serengeti will have to stay just dreams because I'm not leaving my bed. I hate the constant praise for traveling. I just want to be home. My friends invited me to a lake house a few years back. They said I would just have to chip in for food. They had an open couch. I noped the fuck out immediately and absolutely shocked them. I told them I don't sleep on couches. They said of all our friends, they thought for sure I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm 46-year-old a wife who couldn't make that trip early on in the planning. And kids. 100% this. Going on a 50th birthday trip with my longtime buddy and another guy. They both came to me and asked if I wanted the pull-out couch or the bed at the hotel. I said, oh, I'm good. I booked my own room like an adult. They can squabble about who gets the bed and who gets the back pain. I'll be sleeping in a king-size bed by myself with my cup machine and nighttime gummy. Fake people, staged lives on social media, surface-level connections and conversations. Actually, quickly losing interest. Yay, I quit using Instagram and Facebook entirely. I don't have the apps on my phone. I'm 31 now, quit during the pandemic because everyone had opinions and I don't care. Life's much better. 2016 aside, 2020 really showed the true evil underbelly of social media in so many aspects. Aside from Reddit, I'm relieved to be done with it. Fuck yeah. I noped out of sharing hotel rooms with the bros in my 30s. At some point, you're too damn old to worry about my buddy snoring all night and/or fouling up the bathroom. I'll take my own room and my own bed since I'm a grown ass man. With the skyrocketing prices, substandard food from restaurants. I hate disappointing myself paying $60 worth of garbage food, so I always end up cooking my own. Am I the best cook? Heck no, but at least I don't pay someone my hard-earned money for something I can do better. Yep, I can disappoint myself for far less money. Same. Everything is so expensive that it's a disappointment to spend a good chunk of money, and the meal is substandard. Groceries can be expensive as well, but at least they might stretch out over a few meals, and you know what you're getting. Most of the time the ordeal sounds exhausting, and it's just like, I'll just make one myself. I was going to order Eggs Benedict from Uber Eats the other day. Got to check out, and it would have been about $35 just for one breakfast. I just couldn't justify it. I ended up going to the grocery store and picking up the stuff I needed, which cost me a bit more than it would have to order it, including a few other items I needed. But I had enough to make Eggs Benedict for breakfast multiple days, and with an actual satisfactory amount of Hollandaise. Any kind of petty squabbling. My ex felt I was being a pushover for not picking a fight over every petty little thing. You want the knives to be in a different arrangement in the drawer. Sure thing. Rearrange the towels any way you like. Oh, I accidentally sat in your spot and you want it. Very well, have it. Very well, have it. None of these tiny little things mean anything. Life is short and we're all going to die. I do not have the energy to pick a fight over things I ultimately do not care about, but people constantly seem to feel that it's being a pushover to not stand up for yourself about issues that literally do not matter. I put my foot down when things matter, but I will never ever give a fuck about if someone took the last of the milk in the fridge or drank the soda I was saving. If those are things that matter to other people, I will respect that, but tiny, insignificant little things like this just don't ruffle my feathers. I just want to be calm and cozy and doing the hobbies that bring me joy. The older I get, the less energy I have for pointless squabbles. Funny how not giving a fuck about the little things comes off as being a pussy to some people. This has led me to believe that the things people want to forever don't actually matter. It's the fact they want. Right walking away is the ultimate fuck it and fuck you. You're not worth my time or my breath. I will tolerate you to a certain point, and you will know when you cross that point. And they always act so surprised and shocked when you reach the point of no return. They try all the cajoling and flattery, and then the threats and guilt trips that worked in the past. But once the line is crossed, dead to me. I agree with you. My dad is constantly complaining about everything, and 99% of it doesn't matter. We don't see each other that often, and this is how he wants to spend the time. It's exhausting. Exactly. My father is 90. I'm 64. And when I visit from another state for a week of caregiving, he harps about the most trivial things constantly. I've decided that's how he's decided to deal with the pain of aging and losing my mom this past spring, although he was like that before she died. It's still sad, but I can only take small doses of okay, Dad. I'll try and remember the blue scissors go here, point down, and the red go in the front left corner of the junk drawer, underneath the scotch tape, pointing left to scotch tape, pointing left. Before I have to head home and have some wine with a good friend. Any wine. I'm easy, lol. I tell my wife the saying is pick your battles, not pick every battle. When you're the person that is always pissed off or annoyed at small petty shit, people start to tune you out. Pleasing people. Yes, recovering people pleaser here. My mother is exactly like that. I'm the opposite of her. I just don't complain a lot about common things like other drivers on the road, food service, etc., because I like to be more understanding. Example, if someone does something on the road that doesn't seem like it was intentionally stupid, I like to think of it as just a mistake. Even if it is intentionally stupid and doesn't directly involve me, I just think they're stupid and go on with life. The idea that I will become rich someday. Nothing in my current career and situation tends to this possibility. There is absolutely nothing wrong with living a simple life. Peace and prosperity, kindness and compassion, humility and respect. Those are the keys to happy and fulfilled life, not having more money than you know what to do with it. When I told my Bile I'd rather spend as little as possible so I could therefore work less, it blew his mind. He's always grinding to get dollars and stressed. Being a striver at work. I'm nearing retirement age and I'm tired. Over the last year I've started easing off of being the most helpful, busiest, highest producer and have fallen more into answering questions and guiding my younger co-workers. They are good at what they do. They have many more years and far more energy than me. Not to say I'm not doing my job. I'm still clicking all the boxes daily. I just let other people strive now and I have no competition left in me. Being cool. The older you get, the fewer fucks you have to give about whether anybody else appreciates the same stuff you do or not. Video games. It's getting harder and harder for me to find new games I like playing. I just end up replaying old games again. The learning curve on so many games just puts me off. I don't have that much time to learn complicated combos and leveling systems and clues. And when I do try to learn those more complicated games, I end up taking a month or two off from playing and then forget how to play. I basically just play Nintendo platformers and series I'm already familiar with because I immediately know how to play. Thinking I can enlighten the ignorant. Now it's just hoping to get them to leave you alone. To be fair, sometimes a brand has a reputation to uphold and can be known for quality products. Obviously, this isn't always the case though. Giving a fuck. I'm not less interested in this. It's just the modern world has asked too many fucks of me, and I'm running out. One man only has so many fucks to give. Dating. They say there are plenty of fish in the sea. You know what else there is plenty of in the sea? Trash. Lots of trash. Lots of trash. Trying to date feels like a second job or having multiple job interviews. I get tired of getting random tech pics, getting ghosted, or having a guy just wanting to smack. I state from the beginning that we aren't having sex. I'm not doing one-night stands, and I'm not going to be your friend with benefits. Yet they still try to push it. It is annoying and exhausting. Like being single and dying alone with a bunch of cats isn't the threat people think it is. Lol. Getting up early to go to work. Also working. Hanging out with people. New music. I kept up with it right up until my mid-40s. Now I just listen to all the music from the 80s, 90s, 2000s. I never understood why my parents listened to the same old shit when I was younger, but now I get it. Gossiping. At my workplace, I've started doing what I call positive gossip. Ill talk about other people, but only their successes, victories, things they did well. I still try to be careful, cause not everyone wants to be talked about, even if it's good, but most stuff is okay. Stupid people that are basically self-important chimps with no idea about reality. Drinking, alcohol. Travel. I traveled lots in my 20s and 30s, but it has worn me down. I no longer have the interest that I used to in visiting new places. I still love learning about different places and cultures, but the act of travel itself has worn me out. The stress that comes with organizing trips, the hassles with airlines, the massive queues at airports and having to sit on a cramped plane simply takes a huge chunk of the enjoyment of travel away. The idea of a holiday is to experience relaxation, not increased anxiety. Life.